Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today it's not Ryan the Scavenger. Today it's PSC, Ryan James Smith, United States Navy, retired, coming to you. You've all seen my chief picture on my profile here, so I try to honor that on my page here because it's a big part of my history. But today is a special day. Today is Veterans Day, and I thought I would do a little special here to connect also with my license plate family that I know enjoys that license plate side of the content of the channel, and also mix it together with my favorite background of the United States military services. So with further ado, enjoy some of my content honoring those veterans in the United States military. And this is the backdrop that I routinely use in a lot of my videos. This is my United States Navy run that many of my shipmates throughout the nation have helped me with, and is getting quite big now. It's getting so big that I'm running out of room. And most of them are signed by fellow shipmates on the back of them. And there they are. I do not have the entire run completed yet. There are still 3 states that I'm trying to get. I do have the Old Virginia down there, but that's not a real plate. That's actually a sample plate that I just took some stickers off of. That the great guy that Captain Roger Hirsch put that on there and sent that to me. But I do want to get a real one someday that came from a sailor that was on his car. And what are the other ones? Kansas. I'm still trying to get a Kansas one. That is the old style Kansas, but I want one with a Navy logo on it. And New Hampshire. New Hampshire does have one that they buy a sticker. They put a sticker over there like where the flag is of the United States Navy logo. And then these are a whole bunch of other ones. And then over here, you've heard me call it my Navy related run. Anything that has Navy on it. And then I also have that third row up there starts with all of the ratings in the Navy. Ratings are jobs in the Navy. So that ADC retired one there, that's the beginning. Then boatswain's mate and so on and so forth, and stops down there with that yeoman senior chief retired one. And then of course, honor to all of my chief brothers out there with all the chief. We got the CPO USN and Chiefin 1893, April 1st, 1893. It's the birthday of the United States Chief Petty Officer. I put that one on my car. A lot of Chief Petty Officers wanted that, so I gave it to another brother here in Nebraska. And he's got it on his car, and lots of other ones. My old buddy, Captain from Navy LSG gave me that, and commanders, and that was an honor to my daughter and my son. My daughter's a lieutenant in the Navy, and my son's a corpsman in the Navy, so hospital corpsman. That's a Navy Nuclear Power School, NNPS. Rescue swimmer, frogman, a little nod to the Navy SEALs. Heroes, White Sands Missile Range, and then that's from my vehicle there. Everybody's got to be at the helm of the ship. And then I go into whole numbers of Navy ships. Battleship number 64, Battleship 63, the aircraft carrier, CV-59, CV-60, 62, 64. Then the old tin cans, starting with the destroyers here, DD-5, DD-56, DD-734, DD-858. DD-879, now we got the DDGs, DDG-22, 31, and then the nuclear submarine, 668, the only submarine one I got, and then some other cool Navy ones I got at the Alpca National Meet, the USS Montana plate, the USS Alabama Commissioner plate in Tennessee, submarine veterans, so honor to all of my Navy veterans out there today. I kind of go a little overboard here with my collection, but that was a big part of my background, so I want to honor all of my Navy veterans. And a happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Here is my family. That is your lovely host, Ryan the Scavenger, aka Ryan Smith, Personnel Specialist, Chief Petty Officer, Expeditionary Combat Warfare from 1994 to 2016. That's me when I was in boot camp. Way back in the day. My ship, CV-62, my lovely daughter, Ananong, Lieutenant, United States Navy. My son, James, his boot camp photo, Hospital Corpsman, Fleet Marine Force, United States Navy. My father, Jim, United States Air Force, Buck Sergeant. Next to that's my grandpa, Warren. I got some photos of him on my photos I posted on Facebook yesterday. He served during World War II. All sorts of crazy duties in Germany and Belgium and France and everywhere. And picture of my kids. My little boy Justin was in the Sea Cadet program. That's both James and Justin when they were Sea Cadets. And then go over here to my Johnson side of the family, which is my mother's side of the family. That's my Uncle Manford. He was an E9 when he retired from the Air Force. Or I'm sorry, I got that wrong. He was a E7 when he retired, I believe, from the Air Force. There's my Uncle Doug. He was an electrician's mate. It's hard to say that. Second-class petty officer during the Vietnam War. This was a little treasure we found of his boot camp company. I gave that to him for Christmas last year. I'm gonna have to zoom in, get the lights kind of messing up. It's my Grandpa Gordon. Served in the Army Air Corps. Cousin Jeremiah, sniper in the Army. Served in Iraq. Uncle Willard. Uncle Willard was the recipient of the Purple Heart. Got injured in the Battle of the Bulge by a mortar round that landed near him and injured his leg very severely. Grandpa Gordon and his cousin Carol, I believe. There's Manford again, and I think that's Carol over there again, and Manford again, and another photo. There's Uncle Dan. Uncle Dan was a Vietnam veteran in the United States Air Force. So, yeah. And I believe that's oh my gosh, his name. That's can't remember his name. That's my Aunt Virginia's husband. I think that's right. So yeah, lots of I might have that wrong. I don't know. I'm getting my old man disease here. So that's the family there. And Ananong's Naval Academy Prep School stuff. So that's my little family tribute today for Veterans Day. And coming to you from my I Love Myself room here. Every sailor's got to have one. That's my retirement shadow box back there in the background. For my nearly 22 years in the Navy that I did before I retired. But license plate, little connection, continue on here today. Today we want to honor those. Here is a sample plate of the Medal of Honor plate from Pennsylvania. The highest medal that you can get. So honor all of our veterans today, starting off with the Medal of Honor. And then probably one of the other favorite plates in my collection for a huge memory. This is the Nebraska Honor the Fallen Hero plate, the Gold Star plate as we call it. And this is for someone who was killed in combat. And this was given to me by Larry Sayre. Here's a little honor tribute that I do on the back here. That's Larry's brother, Terry, right there, as you can see. And I'll just read this to you. This is sad, but we want to honor him today. This is given to me by Larry Sayre. And again, pictured there was Sergeant Terry L. Sayre, United States Navy. Terry died on March 6, 1969, in Quang Ngai Province in Vietnam, who was from Holbrook in Furnace County, Nebraska. And again, Terry's rank at the time of his death was sergeant. They titled this as a misadventure or friendly fire. Sergeant Terry L. Sayre was an infantryman assigned to B Company, 4th Battalion, 21st Infantry, 11th Infantry Brigade, American Division. On March 6, 1969, he was serving as a point man of a squad of soldiers on patrol about 6 miles of northeast of Minh Long Airfield in Quang Ngai Province, Republic of Vietnam. A second friendly patrol was operating in the same area. These two patrols met each other on the trail, at which time the point man of the second patrol engaged Sergeant Sayre, fatally wounding him. Friendly fire accident. That happens sometimes in war. An honor to Sergeant Terry Sayre, United States Army today. And of course, we want to honor the Navy. 1893, again, I talked about that briefly. April 1st, 1893, the birthday of the Chief Petty Officer. But this is the Nebraska United States Navy plate. The Marine Corps. This was given to me by Corporal Colby Albright, United States Marine Corps, on the February 5th, 2019. This was my first United States Marine Corps Nebraska plate. CVMA stands for Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, which Colby is a big part of. So shout out to the Marines. And shout out to the Nebraska National Guard and the National Guard in general on this Veterans Day. Many people don't know that the National Guard is actually considered the oldest branch in the military. Look it up. I didn't know it either, but yeah, you think about it. When war first started, they formed National Guard units. United States Army, Nebraska plate. United States Air Force, Nebraska plate. And I have a Coast Guard coming, but today we'll have to honor the Coast Guard on the Michigan plate here. It's the only Coast Guard that I have. So my good buddy Gabe Bros, Boatswain's Mate First Class Petty Officer, United States Coast Guard, giving me a Nebraska one for the collection. And today we got to be at the helm. And here is the Global War on Terrorism Nebraska Expeditionary plate. So make sure we're at the helm today. Talked about it already earlier. This is a shout out to my daughter and my son. My daughter's a Lieutenant Naval Academy grad, class of 2016. And I got to make one for my, this also, you know what? This will work for my son-in-law, Larry. He's a lieutenant in Navy as well. And then my son, who's a hospital corpsman. HM is the abbreviation for hospital corpsman. Shout out to all of the Nebraska ex-prisoner of war. This is our ex-prisoner of war plate in Nebraska. So all of you veterans out there that were prisoners of war, we honor you today. We honor all of our Purple Heart, our people, our soldiers and sailors, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, airmen in the Air Force. If you were injured, this is the Purple Heart plate that you would get in Nebraska for your injury. I do not think there are very many left. There may be one left, I think. Last I knew there was 3, but the Pearl Harbor survivor, the old World War II veterans, there aren't many of them left anymore. So make sure you tell them a big thank you today when you see them. Honor our Pearl Harbor survivors. I already showed this plate, but this is the Nebraska Global Expeditionary Medal plate. But this was just given to me last night. Last night I received a phone call from Corporal Juan Cisneros from Grand Island, Nebraska, United States Marine Corps from 2015 to 2019. 1st Battalion, 11th Marines, the Carnage Battery. He was in Operation Inherent Resolve, Semper Fidelis Marine. Thank you, Corporal Cisneros, for that. And another one that I picked out, the Combat Action Ribbon. We honor all of our servicemen out there that served in combat. This was given to me by Senior Chief Thomas Reiner, United States Navy, retired from 1979 to 1971. Senior Chief Reiner served aboard the Samuel B. Roberts, which was involved in a attack on the ship. Many sailors lost their lives that day. Shout out to Thomas Reiner, and thank you for that plate. And then we really want to give a special honor today. This plate is from Sergeant Joe L. Predmore, United States Army Infantry, and served in the Vietnam conflict. This was given to me by police officer Joe Predmore. That his father, also named Joe, stepped on a landmine in Vietnam and lost his leg. And he gave me this several years ago in 2005, and when I was a Boone County deputy out there and served with him. So thanks, Joe, for giving me that, and an honor to his father, Joe Predmore, today. And another Gold Star plate from Kansas. This is the one I'll end on today. This was from Sergeant Jeremy Davidson. Passed away on April 3rd, 2011. The war was a little bit too much for him, and he took his own life. And here's a special Mission 22 honor to Sergeant Jeremy Davidson. His kind sister brought this to me. She's a registered nurse, and I do a lot of prisoner watches on people in hospitals, and I met her there one day, and she gave me this. So finally, we'll honor him today. So hey, everybody, if you see a veteran today, go out and tell them thank you for their service. And if you got a family member, give them a call up and tell them thank you today. And thank you to all of my servicemen out there in the United States that served in the 1%er group, if you want to think about that. Not many people volunteer to serve, so tell them all thank you today. Take them out and buy them a meal, or get them some dinner, or just shake their hand and tell them thank you. You guys have a great day, and all my veteran buddies out there, thank you for your service from the bottom of my heart. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. All right, everybody, thanks for watching the Coast Guard special. Before you leave, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button down below. Everybody, thanks for watching, and you have a great Veterans Day.